In this season, when we celebrate girls, women, and mothers, I decided to write to you, my great, 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 great granddaughter. There's a lot of greats in there, so I'll simply call you my G5 granddaughter. And this letter is from your G5 grandmother. They say seventh generational thinking is the beginning of wisdom, and wisdom is the key that unlocks the door to true freedom. As a lifelong student of life, it is after wisdom and to wisdom that I subscribe. Wisdom is not intelligence. No, it is not. And we need wisdom, not intelligence, to stem this rot. Baby girl, I have loved you, even knowing that I will never meet you. As we raise the flag and chant, accelerate action, it is a war cry that would, could, should benefit your generation. But I fear that armed with swords, many of us strike at rocks, unaware, even ignorant of where the true enemy lurks. A failure to know is to know failure. We are many, we are plenty, we are filled with zeal, but majority fight in the dark, wrestling with shadows that are not even real. Is the true enemy patriarchy? When on many days a greater disservice is done by matriarchy? If we do not liberate ourselves from the mental shackles within, then we have already lost the battle that we seek to win. Clowns performing in public office seems the order of the day. Products of dysfunctional wombs, dysfunctional cradles, dysfunctional childhood space. If someone had role modeled the true dignity of womanhood, surely they would not treat our voices with such disdainhood. My beautiful G5 granddaughter, I hope that you're intelligent, but more importantly that you are kind. I hope that you are clever, but I pray that you are also wise. I hope that you find your voice, just like I found mine. But more importantly, that you learn to listen to the voices of others. For we bring our voice into this earth at birth, and we again take it with us at death. Between these two extremes, the daily task is to hear voices other than ours. That is how we learn to separate guinea corn from the chaff. Those who invented the phrase gender equality are guilty of gender disingenuity. Baby girl, hear your G5 grandmama. Never let anyone tell or teach you that you are equal to a man. You are not. This is part of the festering wound and feeds into the rot. I stand by millions of years of evolution to state. I hold this truth to be self-evident as nature saw fit me to educate. The master teacher who could only but be a she. That you, my baby girl, are the more valuable part of the species, but at the same time, you are more vulnerable than he. Therein lies what appears a contradiction in terms which we do not even talk about or teach to girls, how to manage being more valuable and yet more vulnerable. I hope this would have become common knowledge and practice in your generation. Then we would have found the key to true peace and contentment in every tribe, race, and nation, and the necessary pathways, safeguards to enable and protect every girl, woman would be in place. Not because she is weak, but because she is more valuable and yet more vulnerable. The conversation would be about equity, not equality. And if people still seek to compliment you for a job well done by saying, "You did the job like a man," politely return their crass compliment and inform them that it offended me, your G5 nan. How dare they make men the summit of our abilities, expressions, and aspirations? My baby girl, something higher beckons. These architects of misplaced signs and directions misspelt, even now, they would gladly put a gun to my head before any honest attempt to even understand what I have said. In our time, there was a legendary singer called Bob Marley. He used his music to call Africans to rise, to rally. The lyrics from one of his songs went thus: "We're sick and tired of your ism schism game." That song was titled "Get Up, Stand Up." For all our participation in the ism schism games, please show me where or what Africa or the black race has gained. Call me an Aba woman soldier, and I will proudly stand. Call me an Abeokuta woman warrior, and I will gladly raise my hand. Call me a Mina, daughter of the Dahomean rainforest, but do not call me a feminist. That is a label I neither seek nor accept. I repeat, baby girl, please, do not lose your soul in their ideological wars, for this is neither your destiny nor your call. Some parts of the world are preoccupied with labels and ideological warfare. It's historical. They continually project their concerns and their cares. That's factual. As Malcolm X pointed out in his Difference Between the House and the Field Negro speech, it is the master whose body is failing, who is sick. The house slave absorbs and digests into his system the failing of his master's body and says, "We sick." It would be comical if it were not so sad. Is it possible that for the first time in a very, very long time that the children of Africa can take a stand without dancing to the rhyme and rhythm of a song from another land? Therefore, if there is a fight to be fought and a truth to be sought, pray, let us seek it in our own words and our own thoughts, for imitation is not progress. And in choosing imitation, we choose limitation. An imitator will always be second class, constantly chasing the shadow of he who determines the race, the pace, the mass.